During the time of waiting for the police, he was throwing stuff at the windows and he was shouting through the letterbox, and I was frightened, but Stanley was really frightened, and he had this little tent in his bedroom, and he said, "Mum, we've got to go and hide in the tent." And for me, I think that was I was so devastated that it has such an effect on my baby. However, he was still having contact with our son. He would interrogate Stanley, even though he was little, all the time about what I was doing. Did I have men to the house? He would ask Stanley about vehicles parked outside my house. So then I knew that he was then obviously watching me and knowing what was going on. So I knew then that he was either tracking me through my phone or he was tracking me somehow with a car. So I did take it to the garage. They really did think I was crackers, and they agreed to look under my car, and they were really, really good. And that is when they found the tracker.
I wasn't feeling very good about myself, so along comes this very charming man and he offers me the world, and I just think, wow, this is it. So I move in, and gradually he suggests me to give up work, little bit by little bit. He then started to be abusive, and I woke up in the night with his hands around my throat. I thought, great, it's all over, I have left. But was I wrong? Letters went to my work. He decorated my work car park with flowers from the garden, plant pots. He wrote to all the GPs I work for and said that I was ill, and that I'd contravened the nursing midwifery code. The letters that sent to my daughters, not my sons, I have 5 daughters, they all received an 8-page letter of the highly sexual content. Because he pleaded guilty, what happened is that his solicitor went to the CPS and said, if you drop the stalking part, he said, my client will actually plead guilty to harassment. He was charged 150 quid. He got some community service for 150 hours. He has a suspended sentence, a 5 weeks imprisonment, suspended for 18 months. I did get my indefinite restricting order, and that accounts for all my children and my friend.
The experience still continues for me. And the reason I'm saying this today is because I am begging for more support services, specialist support services, to support people who have been stalked, and for more funding to support those support services so that no one else is stalked or come to harm as a result of it.
And I'm here today because I would like to be believed by the police in the very early stages. I would like to see the way it's dealt with in the very early stages to be improved. I would also like to see far more services across the country. I think we've been very lucky living in the East Sussex, South East, because we have had Veritas for Justice, which has been amazing. The word needs to get out that one can refer themselves to these charities, and they need far more support to cover the rest of the country.